my name is Lebene. I am an Eritrean multidisciplinary artist based in Toronto. A lot of my work is influenced by my Eritrean heritage. I go to school for drawing and painting, but I dabble in like sculpture, digital media, and I run workshops as well, such as today, like the Jebena workshop. I'm super excited to just continue on and like sharing my culture with everyone. So I was born in Eritrea, but I came here at the age of 6. Part of my culture that I really value is the community and like, for example, doing like having a Jebena and having bun, having like the whole ceremony, and the practice of that is really important to me. I do remember the first Jebena workshop I did. It was through New Nafa. One of the members there got a grant and like asked me if I was able to host it and to teach. And yeah, it was like a really surreal moment for me because I've never actually taught before. And after that, I really enjoyed it, just like sharing my culture. So that was a really memorable moment for me. I've had a few Jebena workshops, but I do other types of workshops as well. But yeah, the Jebena one is just one of my favorites. So the Jebena is a traditional coffee pot. That's its function. And beyond that, it serves as like a cultural significance in the way that it serves it brings people together, because the Jebena is like, obviously you boil coffee in it, right? But you have a whole ceremony and people come together. You know, there's like 3 rounds, sometimes even 4 rounds, and it allows people to just like talk amongst each other, and you get a chance to really connect with your loved ones. I think it's important because, well, it's like hard to like stay to practice like cultural things. Like just the environment, like the Western environment is very like individualistic, and it's very fast paced, go to work, do this, do that. So like when you're having events like this, like having like Jebena workshop and doing like a bun alongside, it's important because it allows people to connect to their heritage. It's hard to keep practicing your culture and traditions like when you're living abroad, but it is possible. And I think like this space allows that, so that people can come back and like just practice it and like learn where these traditions come from and the techniques. So it's just so that they can get connected to their heritage. So I'm going to graduate this year. After graduation, I'm hoping to run more workshops, not just doing Jebena, but doing other types of like cultural objects, like tahli, for example. And I hope to, just have more exhibitions, because I go to school for drawing and painting. So I hope to like reach a broader audience, and just like keep staying connected with like the culture, my community, and also just like people in general and the diaspora as well. They can support me by following me on Instagram. It's by betiel.art, betiel.art, and just like showing up to any event, or just even liking a post, anything, like even feedback, like, oh, I love this, or you know what, this could improve. That's one way that you can support me.
So my name is Ocho, that's what everybody knows me as. I am the founder of Diaspora 91. We are a group meant to help bridge the gap between the diaspora that have either been here for a really long time or born and raised here, and newcomers that have recently come to Canada in the last 5 to 10 years. I've noticed that there's a really big gap just in connection and community. So we're hoping to bridge that gap either through mentorship, events like this where people are able to be creative, and then hopefully in the future through social services and things like that, for schooling, for jobs, for health services. I think growing up, we felt that there was always a disconnect within our community to our roots and our culture. So to be able to host something like this to help youth like myself who grew up here or were born here feel connected through art and through our more traditional activities that we wouldn't necessarily do here in the West, we can practice and build community doing that, which is exciting. I think we feel a lot of the times as diaspora that we're not really the culture that we are. So whether you're Eritrean or Ethiopian, whether you're from Ghana, from Jamaica, from any country really, when you move away and you grow up in a separate environment, I feel like sometimes you don't really feel like you're connected to either community. So I think this helps us just kind of bring ourselves back and connect back to our roots. And not that you don't, not that you're not that culture or not part of your heritage, but I think it's nice to feel rooted sometimes, especially kind of in the chaos of living in the West. You have so many different influences, so it's nice sometimes just to come back to your own. So the owner is my mother. We're very proud of her. She is one of the two owners. The other one is her brother. And so I think it's important to see, again, entrepreneurship is not new to the Eritrean community, but a space like this that allows multiple different spaces for people to sit and enjoy. So we have a cafe on the main floor, a bar and restaurant on the second floor. In this subfloor, we have a coffee ceremony room, and then in the kind of back left corner of the restaurant, we have billiards and foosball tables. So it's really meant to invite everybody in and to allow more opportunities for people to connect. When I went back home in 2017, was not feeling like a minority or not feeling like an outsider. So when people come here, a lot of the times they say that this feels like a second home to them because they don't feel like they're outside of them. One thing is definitely funding. Like, funding is hard to come by. I'm hoping that we can make this as accessible as possible. So I'm working constantly on getting some type of funding, either through the government or through like non-for-profits that can, or other non-for-profits that can kind of help either reduce the cost or completely eliminate the cost altogether. Again, I mentioned our targets are newcomers, and so a lot of the time they don't have $65 to spend like some people had today, and that was even us trying to keep the cost as low as possible with just paying the facilitators and the restaurant. I'm not getting paid myself for this, just because I really want as many people as possible to come. So funding is very important. Ideally, we're going to be moving into our, like, what I would say is phase 2. So just trying to have more regular events. Again, accessible events, but regular events that are happening once a month or once every 2 months, so that the community stays connected. People are constantly keeping in touch. And then we have a big event planned in the near future to one, promote businesses, to create, again, these business and entrepreneurial connections and education, like mentorship connections. So if someone needs help understanding what programs that they should apply to get into certain careers, and then also social service assistance. So that being understanding how your insurance works, for example, or what kind of car insurance you should be looking to get, like if you have any health benefits you're not utilizing, and then also some type of just understanding your rights. I think a lot of the times we feel very shy as newcomers or as a diaspora to stand up for ourselves. And so I think I would like to also add a component to that big event where people understand that they have the right to ask for things, that they're, eligible for certain things.
My name is Azib. We are here at Piazza Cafe and Lounge. Our cafe has cafe, restaurant, pool room, bar, and our small culture coffee area to young generation and the older, to everybody to enjoy here, and to explain our culture food and the coffee ceremony. Me and my brother took over. The place was convenience store. We changed it to cafe and restaurant upstairs, and the lower level we have a small coffee room, the Habesha coffee room, all culture, decoration, and how we serve and how we roast our coffee. And upstairs we have cafe, some desserts, but mainly we have our restaurant, our culture food. It's a place for everybody to enjoy and to experience our culture for anybody who is interested. My idea of changing the cafe is for the family to come with their family, with the kids, to have their time with no worrying to leave early or not to come with the kids. So that's one of my reasons to change the convenience store from cafe to sit down for people to enjoy. My main focus raising young kids in Canada is there are so many missing opportunities for the kids to know about their culture, to connect with younger Habesha community. And there are more into it. The newcomers needs to connect with the younger generation. They grow up here, so there is a big space between the younger generation. So it's one way to make them connect, and in a way they will learn about their culture. The Jebena is our coffee brewing clay jug. So it's very important for the younger generation to have this experience.